Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. And tonight I am stamping with one of the new stamp sets in the Jan-Apr Mini Catalogue. I'm just getting this set up. I just want to make sure I've gone live where I'm supposed to be going live in my VIP group. There we are. All right, get it there just in case I have to check comments, see if anybody joins me. Yes. Okay, we're all good. Yes, 2 thumbs up. We're good to go. All right. So tonight it is Friendly Gnomes and a diorama card. I don't remember making one like this before so tonight's going to be a little bit different. So I posted the recipe in my VIP group. Oh, there's someone over there. Hi, Norma. Valerie. Oh, yeah. Apparently StreamYard's going to be funky tonight, and I can't see your name, Valerie. So I hate it when they don't let me do it. Oh, hello, Tracy. So I posted the recipe yesterday so you could prep your stuff and craft along with me. Now, who is that said they should get the gnomes? I think oh yes, Valerie, you need to get, if you got the gnomes from Christmas, you need to get the gnomes, the new ones, because it's the same dies. So here's the new stamp set. Look at that. Try to get it without the glare on it. Look at that. Aren't they adorable? I love them. Wishing you the most magical of birthdays. So they coordinate with the gnome dies. Now, the Kindest Gnome stamp set retired the end of December. The dies did not. They're still available. Hi, Marcia. So you can still get them, and they cut out these guys. The only thing is they don't cut out the mushroom. So this mushroom die, yeah. But the rest of the dies, they made a gnome without a stamp. I'm going to add in some in-color matte dots. And I'm using the layering diorama dies. Hi, Sharon. I love the gnomes too, Marcia. Hello, all. Who is that? Oh, Terry. Why is StreamYard being funny tonight? Okay. So just to warn you that I can't see all of the names. Facebook is telling me you're just Facebook, or StreamYard's telling me you're just Facebook users. So, and I don't want to flip back and forth all the time. So I may not call you by name, but I will try and catch up to your comments. Sharon and Wendy, I see your name. Hello. Okay, here's the card. Oh, look at that. Is that not darling? I think I'm doing it I'm doing it in purples tonight. So this is done in Tahitian Tide. And then I used the glimmer paper in there, the in color glimmer paper, which is Tahitian Tide. So I'm going to use, no, is it Tahitian Tide? I don't remember. Anyways, I'm going to use purples tonight. Yeah, I don't know, Tracy, sometimes you can go to StreamYard and give them permission and it lasts for weeks, and other times it doesn't last any time at all. So just let me get that link, because you have to go to all my description, and then way down at the bottom, there's this, there's the link, and it's hidden. So there's the link. So any of you that I've said I can't see your name, if you could go and give StreamYard permission. Okay, somebody said, can you see my comment? I can see your comments. Yes, Valerie, I can see your comments. I just can't see your name. It's weird. Okay, let's get these out of the way, as I don't need those. Yep. the recipe off the back so I know what I'm talking about. And I'll show you the inside of the card. So I used the piece that I cut out of here on the inside, and then just added another die cut as well. And I stamped the mushroom. So in the background, you'll see the stamping that I did. Now I stamped in smoky slate, which gave it kind of, what do they call it? A no line coloring. So you don't see the lines. So this one I stamped in Memento, you see the lines. That one you don't. So this one, I'm going to stamp it in Memento so you can see the difference. Okay, so we have fresh freesia and fresh freesia, and a piece for the inside, and a piece of white, and fresh freesia designer paper, and fresh, oh, that's how I can do it. Yay, Terry, I can see your name. Hello, Facebook user. Another one, I can't see the name. Oh, it's Dimity. Hello, Dimity. Okay, I can't see your name. So either go and grant SteamYard permission for me to see, or I will just be commenting and calling you Facebook user. Because there's a lot of them tonight. So this is the new fine shimmer, fine glimmer paper from the new catalog, and it's in fresh freesia. So that's how I can do the fresh freesia version of this card for you tonight. Okay. So I have a draw to do tonight, but I'm going to do it on my page. I'm not going to do it here because it's the big one. I'm excited. We filled up another draw board, ladies. So I'm going to do a draw after this. I'll go live in my Facebook page and do the draw for the $100 shopping spree. Somebody's going to win some stuff tonight. I'm so excited. So if you're wondering how you get on my draw board, you have to be in Canada, because the conditions of being on the draw board are that you have to place an order. And for every $60, yes, Valerie, I can see your name. For every $60 you order, you get one box on the draw board. And after 50 boxes are filled, then I draw for a $100 shopping spree. And they filled up this afternoon. So tonight, after this, I'm going live over on my page, and we're going to draw for the next winner. Okay, I'm just getting out my dioramas, dies, so I can figure out which ones I'm using. So the third from the biggest one on the designer paper. Is anybody crafting along with me, or are you just watching? Okay. Hi, Rosemary. I can't see your name either, so just scroll up a bit and give StreamYard permission to show me your name, because it's being weird tonight. Okay, then I have another one. So the next size down, I'm going to do on the shimmer paper. And then the next size down from that, I think, I do believe. Yep, next size down from that's going to go here. Okay, now, I played a little bit with them to start with so that I could offset, because they're kind of all shaped the same. Hey, Wendy, I can see you. Just watching, just watching. Wendy's trying. Oh, Janet's crafting. Yay, some. Okay, I'll go slow then. All right, so I'm going to take this is the third from the biggest layering diorama dies. Now, if you don't have these, use circles or something. And I'm going to put this one right here in the middle. And I'm going to hold that on with some Post-it tape. And then this one is the glimmer layer. And it's going to go like this on the glimmer so that it's offset quite a bit. Is that not gorgeous paper? Sharon's watching. Did you see this? Did you see that? Oh my God. It makes you want to, I don't know, have a bath in it or something. It's just so gorgeous. Okay. And this one kind of like this. So I'll bring once I get this one attached, I'll bring it out so you can see sort of how I've got it set up. Okay, so this one has this big long bump over on the left-hand side. This one has the big long bump down towards the bottom right-hand side. And then this one has the two diddles on the right-hand side and this long bump on the left-hand side. Now you can do it whatever way you want. I do suggest, though, turning them a bit so that they're not all layering the same. Okay, I'm gonna run these through the machine and get them cut. So each one will have to go through on it by itself because they're big. So there's one, and the glimmer paper. So I managed to get my order in today. Janet, did yours come too? I know you were waiting for one too, which meant that I could get my paper or my product shares are all done. So one lady picked hers up this afternoon. One will go in the mail tomorrow. 2 more get dropped off on my way to Powell River. No, Jamie's still away on holidays this week. He should be back next week. I felt sorry for the dude that delivered them, though, because holy man, it was raining when he did. It was ugly out there. Okay, we'll put that one away. And I'm going to use that piece because I used it on this card because it was just too pretty to throw away. But I'm thinking maybe I should just do another card with it. And then this one. This glimmer paper is so pretty. Okay, put those away. We're done with those. Well, no, we're not, because if I don't use it inside, then I have to cut the piece for the inside. Okay, so that's how they're going to layer. Just so you see the different layers, and then they have dimensionals in between them. So let's just, if you don't offset it, you're going to end up with your card kind of looking like that. That's what it will look like if you don't twist them. Oh, mangled boxes are never a good thing. Okay. Now, this one, now comes the dimensionals. I got to get some new ones out because you got to use a lot of them. Now you can use, what are those things called? Foam strips if you want. But I find that the dimensionals work just as well. And foam strips are quite a bit thicker than the dimensionals. So you would end up with a really thick card. This one's going to require extra postage, just warning you. Okay, so I'm going to put them all the way around, and then out on the edges too. Out on the edges too. Yeah, but not right up again. I put that in the wrong spot because the layer underneath is not as big as this layer is. There. Okay, so that's that one done. Now put them underneath this as well. And you want to make sure one layer is relatively close to the edge so it doesn't collapse the edge, the inside edge. All right. And the same thing in the corners. Now, these corners are quite wide, so I think I'll just pop an extra couple on there, just because I don't want it to collapse on me. It's nothing worse than a card that collapses. There we go. Okay, that's that one done. Now we got to do this one. Somebody said, is this better? No, Dimity, I still can't see your name, but that's okay. Thanks for trying. Who knows what StreamYard's doing? Sometimes it's funky. I was on a Zoom call yesterday morning, and the lady that was running the Zoom call, every time she went to talk to me, she would say my name. Her internet would glitch on her and she would freeze. So she never did get to tell me what she wanted to tell me. It was bizarre. If you've been in my world for a while, you know that Mollet's Law exists. So if you've heard of Murphy's Law, well, Mollet's Law takes Murphy's Law and makes it look like child's play. There we go. So lots of dimensionals on all three layers. Yes, absolutely, it would make a cool shaker card. You're right, Terry. Anyway, so I had to explain to her all about the Mollet's Law, and I was sorry because it was going to ruin her day, but that's okay. All right, so now I have, make sure this is, I have a piece of white for the inside, so that's 5 1/4 by 4. But we want the one that is, oh, it's also 5 1/4 by 4, I think. No, I made this one 5 by 3 3/4. Yeah. So take this. I should have done this before I put the dimensionals on, but it's okay. It'll work. I want to take that and then take my pencil and I'm going to draw around where the hole is. Okay. Now, I have to figure out which way my hole goes. That's right. So now I'm going to put an arrow so I know which way is up, so I don't lose track, because that's where I'm going to do all the stamping in there. You want to make sure your stamping is inside the lines of that, and then we'll erase the lines when we're done. Okay, so I'm going to stamp with Memento ink, not smoky slate like I did on the last one, so you can see the difference. So don't forget that registration is now open for my Seaside Bay class, which is happening on the 22nd of February. There's different ways you can get it. 3 kits and the pearls, or the bundle and the pearls, and you get a celebration item, or the suite and you get 2 celebration items. If you live out of Canada, you can register for the tutorial only bundle. And registration is open until February the 1st. If anybody is interested, you can message me, email me, or I will put the link to register to the registration form. Let me just go get that while I think about it, because it's right here. Because I do Google Forms up for this. And then that way you can send it directly to the Google form. If you know how to do the Google Forms. And if you don't know how to do the Google Forms, then that's fine. Just get a hold of me and let me know you want to take it. There we go. Okay, so there's the link to it. Now, I've got the mushroom in there. Now let's take the flower. I'm going to take there's a floral image in that stamp set, which is cool because, you know, you can always fill in with flowers. I think I got this one over a bit too far to the right, but that's okay. It'll just be different. There we are. And remember, this is going to be hidden by that. So you're not going to see some of that flower. And then there's this little cute little bird. There's this cute little bluebird. And he's see-through. Uh-oh, shoot. I didn't do it down far enough. I can't put him on there. Let's put him standing on the flower. Like that. Why not? Okay, now, while I've got this open, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Yeah, I hope you guys can make it to the draw tonight. It'll be as soon as we're finished here, so somewhere around 9 o'clock. And I haven't announced it or anything, so if people show up, they show up. Okay, and now I've got this other piece, and I'm going to do this, the gnome. So I used this gnome on the one I did. Shall I use the girl gnome on this one? Let me know. Because I'll start coloring while I'm waiting for you guys to decide the girl gnome or the boy gnome. And while you're watching this, I would truly appreciate it if you would just down at the bottom, you can send me a heart, or you can send me a thumbs up, or you can laugh if you think it's funny. And if you can't share this because it's in my private group, but that by giving hearts and stuff and interacting, it helps the rest of the people in the group see it. Because Facebook is funny, and it shows you what it thinks you want to see, not what you really want to see. So sometimes it's difficult to see everything. Okay, so I'm just erasing that pencil mark before I start the coloring. Now I've got a little bit to play with too. Let's just have a look. Oh, look at how cute that's gonna be. Yeah, Louise, I love the shaker idea too. Oh, girls, everybody's voting for the girl. Okay then. All right. So I got out Tahitian tide, but I don't want Tahitian tide. I want fresh freesia for the mushroom. And I'm not going to do any blending. So don't forget, on the 28th of January, in my VIP group at, I think I said, I can't remember whether I said 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. It's going to be a free class. I'm going to do a free class on coloring. We're not going to make any cards. We're just going to stamp a bunch of images, and we'll color them with the Stampin' Blends together. So you don't have to register for it. Just come to my VIP group on Sunday the 28th, and we will color together. I will be putting up a list of images that I will be coloring as soon as I figure out what they are, because I haven't got that far yet in my world. Okay, so, oh well, it's going to be different because look what I did. Oops, that's okay. Different is good. This is going to be completely different. Get the darker for the little warts. There we go. And let's make the windowsill and the door frame dark. And I'm going to get back my light Tahitian tide because I like the idea of this being a bluebird of happiness. As you know, everybody deserves the bluebird of happiness. So we'll just make that little birdie Tahitian tide. So is anybody going to join me on the 28th for the free class? Come and learn a few tips and tricks about coloring with Stampin' Blends and coloring and blending and lifting. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad somebody's coming. There. Now, I'm going to use, that was light crumb cake. I'm going to use dark crumb cake for the door. And the pebbles. That. And then Daffodil Delight for the window because the light's on, because there's people home. And this is light Daffodil Delight. So I'm just going to add color to the flowers. Like that. I was so excited when my order arrived today because that meant I could spend the afternoon cutting and separating, and there's a lot of pieces to the product shares. It's a magic mushroom. Yes, it is. Oh, good. Oh, Norma, you and your schedule. I'm telling you, you need to retire, girl. Let me check my book for what time. Oh, I don't think I haven't set a time yet. So I'm going to tell you right now. Hang on. I've written it down in my book. It's going to be 7:00 p.m. So 1 hour earlier than I started tonight. Now this is dark polished pink. And we'll do the centers of these flowers. Thanks, Marcia. Okay, so there's that. Now, I'm going to get out light parakeet party. Now, this is not a color I have used a lot because I find it really bright for a lot of my projects, but it needs to be used on this one because it's fun. Now, you don't have to color everything because not all of it's going to show. Now, let's just do a little bit of green around there. And then I'm going to get my piece, put it on here, and see what I still have to color. Okay, so I do have to do these leaves and that leaf. Aw, thanks. You guys are so kind. There. So I think that's done. Except there's still a little bit of pencil there. Come on. Oh, the beak. The beak on the bird. And the handle on the door. The handle on the door. We will make it dark polished pink. That's fun. I get to use creative license. Okay, now I need my silicone mat because we're going to take off all these. I'm sorry, it's going to take a while. I should have got a container or a package of the big dimensionals out, but I didn't. Everybody needs gnomes in their house. Absolutely. When I went to our local Christmas store, they had gnomes down there, but I was with the grandchildren, so I didn't get any. We were there for them to get their stuff. And I never did go back, which is bad. So I really need to get down there. They're still open. Uh-oh. Okay. I didn't do all of these, and I guess I should have. Just color them all if you're coloring, because that'll just keep it. Hi, Kathy. Yes, definitely better late than never. Who is that needs it? Oh, Rosemary. Yes, you do need the gnomes. Okay, so which way is this gone? Now, it goes that way. And we'll just going to put it on there like that. So there's our first layer. Now, I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do a little bit of trimming just so that white doesn't show from the other side. There we go. Layer number 1. Now comes the blingy paper. So all of you watching, don't forget to register for my weekly newsletters. Are you all registered? Because that's where I give weekly free tutorials. And you can only get them as a subscriber to my newsletter. So head over to my blog. So you'll see the address to my blog just below my picture there. And sign up if you're not already on my email list, because you don't want to miss all the good stuff that's happening. Okay, now I'm going to figure out which way this is going to go. And we'll just cover that up like that. Oh, look at that gorgeous paper. Look, look, is that not stunning? And I actually got it to where it's not hanging out. Oh, should we, I wonder. Yes, you are, Valerie. Yay. So, oh, look at that. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Oh, ladies. I love this. So are you loving this card? Are you loving the paper? Because I think it's that shimmer paper that makes this card as cute as it is. I've showed the colors. It's soft succulent and fresh freesia and gold in that fine shimmer paper. So have you seen it? Do you want me to show it to you? I can go get it and show it to you if you want. Okay, there's that. There's this. Get the final layer on there. Oh, shoot. Ah, off my finger. I didn't go down far enough. I had cardstock showing. You're not a gnome fan? Oh, you should be. Look at that. Oh, I love it. It does. The shimmer makes it. And I will get the paper. If I forget, make sure you remind me. Okay, now we're going to put adhesive on this and get it onto the card base. And I'm going to put lots on here because it's only got adhesive on part of it. Okay, now this is the same height. This is the same size as the card base. So I'm going to put it on my table and line it up and hopefully, oh, I did too. Got it lined up. Yay. Here we are. So that's how thick it is. So those of you that are crafting along with me, how are you doing? Have you got to this part? I need to put a dimensional underneath that. There's a hole there, then it's collapsing. And you know me, I don't like collapsing. Yes, Kathy, you need to get the gnome dies. You do. Okay, so now tip it up and go around and make sure you don't have any collapsed areas in there. You can tell because it'll be nicely spaced. There we go. See how nicely spaced it is all the way around? Now, you don't have to do 3 layers. If you don't want to do 3 layers, just do 2. You're putting the card on the base. Good. Okay, so I will let you catch up and I'll go get the paper and show you the paper. I have to get a new package. I had to get a new package because I've just about used the one I have open. I can mail the pink one to you. I'm not making a pink one, Miss Valerie. It's purple. Okay, so these are the 3 colors. You get 2 sheets of each. So there's the soft succulent. Now it's going to be difficult to show these to you because, you know, and there's the fresh freesia, the one I just used. And there's the gold. Look at that. Look at those colors. Is that paper not absolutely stunning? So you get 6 sheets, 2 each of 3 colors for $13.75. And they're 12 by 12 sheets. So, getting it back, paper back in there, it's not working. I'll do it later. So get that stuff on. It looks pink. No, it's fresh freesia. It is fresh freesia. Okay. Now, I'm going to get out the little girl because I had the little boy. So I'll put him back. And there we go. I love the shimmer paper too. Okay, so we have to decide what we're going to do on the inside too. That's for the inside. But we can do it in a little bit. I'll put the purple one on top here so you can see the purple one. Because it's so cute. Oh, I'm glad I decided to do purple. I wonder what it would look like with the gold. I might have to do the gold too. Make another one. Okay, there she is. Look at that. How adorable. Okay, envelope. Envelope. Inside piece. Okay, what shall I do on the inside? So the diary dies. Oh, Kathy, sorry, I don't understand. So this is what I did on the inside. I took the glimmer paper from the front and I added another piece of white on there. So I can do that, or I can use these on another card at some point. Because they do line up. Or I can just stamp. Oh, the diorama dies. Yes, they are. They're very interesting. I like them. Really like. Of course, I'm a die. I love dies. Okay. Shall I just stamp the little girl on the inside, or shall I do something funky with the paper? I think I'm just going to. I'll save those for another project, and I'm just going to stamp her. You want cutouts for layers. Okay, so I don't want to use that one. I could put that on there and do a white one this size. Do a white one that size. And then stamp and die cut another gnome to put in there. Okay, let me cut out one this size. Oops, what am I doing? I need this. And I need this. I need that. And I need to find my, where'd I put my diorama dice? They're gone. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. This was the size. I do believe that was the size. Yeah. Okay, I'll cut this out and then we'll be able to tell if that's what you want. Then I'll have to get some more white and do another gnome. Okay, so put this on there and put this on here, kind of layer them, and then cut another gnome out for that. So I'll cut that out and then you'll be able to tell. So this one. See how the dies fit this too? That is so cool. So get the dies. They're still available. They're not in the catalog, but they are available. The number, do you want the number? Oh, Kathy, you need to get it. Okay, the number for the gnome dies is 159625. That's just the dies. And the number for the diorama dies, 155565. Just in case you want to get them. Because you know you should. Because they're fun. They do all sorts of things. They make really nice shaker cards, like Terry said, and Janet agreed. And they also, if you have that stamp set, I don't know what it was in, but it had a kayak. I think it's retired now. It makes a really cool pond for your kayak. There, inside like that. 155565. That's the diorama dies, and 159625. 159625 is the gnome dies. I need to get some more white. Don't go away. I got this great big huge bag of leftover white pieces. Do you guys have this? This is how I keep my bits and pieces of white. This is a multi-page page protector, and it is very full right now. I need to go through it and cull some of them. You're very welcome. Okay, where did I put the gnome? There she is. I got to stamp another one. This means I'm going to have to color 2 gnomes. You realize that, right? Okay. And we will die cut, because when I am coloring something that needs to be die cut, I always die cut it first, because then if the die moves, I don't waste all that coloring. Ask me how I learned that the hard way. So the other night, Tuesday night, oh, you like to watch me color? I'm sorry. The other night we had a team meeting, and Janet walked us through creating a really cool card. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the cool card we did in our team? It is amazing. Look at this. Are you ready? Look at this card. And then you kind of tuck the outside ones in underneath the inside ones, and that's how it stands. And then you write on the back. I haven't finished this one yet. I haven't decorated it, but so these things are still loose. They're only on there temporarily because I'm eventually going to die cut and stuff on that. But is that not the coolest card? See, you need to be part of my team because you could have joined us on Tuesday and made that card because we do funky stuff. Don't we, Carmen? And Janet, the Janet that's here, she's the one that walked us through that. It was a lot of fun. Okay, hat. Hat. Light fresh freesia. So to become part of my team right now is the best time because we have 3 options for getting the starter kit. Now, you don't have to work it like a business like I do. You can be what I call a happy shopper and get the discount for yourself. Start out with minimum 20% discount, and then you can go up to as high as 25% discount when you promote. And then if you decide to sell more, you can get even higher discounts, but that's doesn't happen for everybody. The 20% happens for everybody. And 25% happens for some people when they promote to Bronze Elite. But right now, they've got usually it's $135 and no shipping, but you pay taxes according to your province. And you get to choose $165 in product, which is really like you get a lot of free stuff, right? And you get a paper pumpkin kit, a past paper pumpkin kit. Right now, you can choose. I would cry too. Shopaholics, we are. Okay, so 3 options. Number 1, you get $175. You get to choose $225 and this boho blue mini stamp and cut and emboss machine for $175. If you don't want the blue one, you can choose the white one, exactly the same, $225 plus that for $175. Or you can choose $225 in Stampin' Up product for only $135 if you don't want the machine. Oh my goodness gracious. It is the perfect time to join my team. And we have social stamping every other Friday. Just come and hang out. It's on Zoom, a stream to our Facebook group. And once a month, we have our stamping and recognition night where we get to stamp together. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Shall I give her yellow hair? I think yellow hair. Because after all, she's Nordic, right? Blonde. This is in celebration of Ted and I going to Norway in May. So we've been looking at what we want to do and when we want to go. We're going to go over 5 days early. We're going to spend at least 1 day in London because we land in London, England. And then we're going to take a train trip down to Cornwall because I just finished watching Doc Martin's series, and that's where they're from. They're from Cornwall. I need a lighter pink. I'll get the light polished pink because I want to give her pink shoes. So if any of you have been to England or lived in England, and you know what you have some really must-do ideas, let me know. We have to also go to Rotherfield, which is in Kent. All these places are in South England, so the same train pass will do for all of them. Because Rotherfield is where Ted's granny's family comes from, and she is actually buried there, so he wants to go over. We haven't been over there since she passed away. Oh, let's do pink here. Oh, lucky sister going to the Doc Martin area. I really want to do that. I want to go to Port Wynne, and I want to walk around because I want to see, because he's got to be there, right? Okay, we'll give her a dark purple dress. If you haven't seen the Doc Martin series, you need to watch it. It is so funny. He's a surgeon in Britain, in England, and he has a phobia about blood that comes on all of a sudden. So he has to stop being a surgeon. So he moves to the country, to Port Wynne, which is south of Truro in Cornwall. And he sets up a GP doctor practice. And it is so funny. He's got to be the rudest man, but you completely understand. I'm not going to tell you too much about it. Just, you need to find it. I watched it on the Roku channel, is where I got it, because we have a Roku. But I know it's on BritBox, it's on other places. Definitely worth watching. It is a great series. I agree. Thanks, Marcia. These things are really fun to color because you can let your imagination go wild. Especially this one, you know. I always wanted a purple dress like this. So that's why. So like I said, if you have any things that we definitely should do while we're in there, we're going to have 4 or 5 days to play before we have to get on the ship. And luckily, we're going to miss the coronation by a week because we have no control over when the ship leaves. So when they announced the coronation, I was kind of hoping that it wasn't going to be the weekend that we're going to be there. And thankfully, it's not. It's the weekend before we arrive. So hopefully people will be all gone by then. Okay. Now, what did I do about a face? So I left his face. Should I color the face and the hands or just leave them? I'm not sure. There he is. She is. There she is. Do you want me to color the face? And the hands? Okay, let's put one on here. So I'm going to put it on there, and then I'm going to tuck the dimensionals underneath. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the side here, like that. Because I don't want to put adhesive where it's going to hang over there, because there's a definite drop. Put a little bit at the top of the hat. There we go. Okay, we'll put that on there. Oh, this is so cute. They do look cute, uncolored. Kathy says yes. Valerie says yes. Carmen says they look cute, not colored. I'm just going to pop a couple of dimensionals under here just to stabilize the image. Like that. There we go. Oh, don't let me forget to put Winky on. All right. Come on. Time is it? Oh, it'll be the end of the time. Oops. This one's taken a little bit longer because it has a lot of pieces to it. Just pop that over on the right-hand side. And then we'll pop this one over on top of it. Like that. And then this one will go flat because we don't need to add any more height to the inside. Color the inside one. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, where's my pokey tool? I lost my brown cheat sheet. Maybe ivory? Should we do ivory? Ivory. Color the hands. Color here. And we'll color the face. Oh, it looks all right, colored, I think. She doesn't look quite as pale. There. She looks okay colored because I didn't do it very dark. So let's do the one on here too. So those of you that are creating along with me, don't forget to post your picture in Share It Saturday. And anybody who makes one of these diorama cards and shares it in Share It Saturday, I will give you 2 entries into the draw. There we are. Oh, look at that. Got to put the bling on yet. Got to put the bling on. So if you're doing it now, then you've got it done. But if you're not doing it now, make one and go to the Share It Saturday post. It's pinned up in the featured section, and share your card, and I'll give you 2 entries into the Share It Saturday draw. Look at that. Okay, where's my bling? Bling, 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 bling. Oh, these are the wrong colors. Okay, I need in color opal rounds. In color opal rounds. Oops. Sorry, I've covered up the. We'll just put. I don't want to put them up here because I don't want to add height. So we'll put them down inside. And maybe one here. Here we go. How's that? What do you think? Add some Winkostella now. Make the flowers shiny. And then we'll do the flower on the gnome too. And the window. And we'll do this flower. And maybe a couple things on her braids. Not the whole, just the lines. Well, that's okay. You don't have to use this set. You don't have to use the layering diorama dies. Make something that's like a diorama card. Janet, I think, posted a tunnel card, which is basically what I did. I just used different dies. So go to the Share It Saturday and look at Janet's tunnel card. You can do one like that. As long as it's got layers and it sticks up and it's cute and you've made it. When you post it, put a comment in there that you want double entry into the draw. Say, don't forget to give me a double entry because I watched your Thursday night stamping. There we go. So this one, I did the no line coloring here, stamped it with smoky slate and then colored it. And that's the, oh, I didn't put the sentiment on. And then this one, I used Memento so you can see the lines. So which do you like better? Do you like the no line type coloring or do you like to see the lines? And I'll put my sentiment on. Oh, yeah, I put that right where the sentiment is going. Let's pull that up because I don't want to waste that. I'll put the sentiment, oops, right there. And we'll put the other bling over here. There we go. You can't choose. I like them both too. Of course, I like this one because it's purple and like purple is my favorite color. Not bad. Only took an hour to do that. And I still have leftover chunk of blingy paper. Okay, Wendy. Yeah. You're right, Carmen. It does make it pop. And that's why there's different ways to do things because not everybody likes the same thing, right? So don't forget, registration is open for my Seaside Bay class. I'll just do this so you can see this. Sign up by February the 1st. You're making 3 cards. If you're part of my tutorial subscription, you get this one as the 4th card. And if you're part of my monthly tutorial subscription and you decide you want to upgrade to the kits for the class, then I take the cost of your monthly tutorial subscription off the price of the class. Because why pay for it twice? That's just crazy. Crazy, crazy. And I will be live in about 5 minutes on my Facebook page to do the draw for the $100 shopping spree. So I hope you guys can pop over there. And uh-oh, my computer did its thing. It's gone. Come on. I'm hoping you guys are still there. I know my phone is still working. I don't know what my computer is doing. There we are. Good. Okay. Share your card in Share It Saturday. Remind me double entries into the draw. And I would appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up or a heart because that helps people see it. Yay, you hung out. Yeah, I don't know. My computer the screen goes absolutely blank. It's white. There's no color. There's nothing twirling. It's the weirdest thing. I'm supposed to be phoning to get my computer into the tech this month too, and I got to do that. Okay, so I'll see you in 5 minutes over in my Facebook page, and somebody's going to win a $100 shopping spree. Stamp and Smiles. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Stamp and Smiles. Bye for now.